This is a story right here that is pretty much making its rounds, especially for those who do videos like I do. And I saw pretty much at least 5 times today from various people that I am subscribed to. And shout out to all of you because you all made valid points with the commentary. But it's one thing that I noticed that many of you left out, and I think all of you did, and I'm gonna point it out in this video. And this is not for me to take a jab at any of you because we're pretty much echoing the same thing, but it's one thing in particular that stuck out to me when I was really thinking about what I was going to say in pertaining to this topic. But I'm gonna let you know what that is a little bit later on in the video. But what's going on here is that you have this palm-colored Neanderthal by the name of Rob Mueller-Owens, who is the current acting principal, which he should now be the former acting principal and former administrator of that school in Wisconsin called Whitehorse. Ironically, it's called Whitehorse. And on the right, you see the picture of this young lady. Now, I don't know her name. They did not give the name of the young lady, but she is 11 years old, and you can tell by her hair and by her skin tone that she is a little black girl, and she's 11 years old. Now, the story goes that this girl and her friend were in a bathroom and they sprayed perfume on themselves. You know, like most girls would do if they want to smell good. They went back to the classroom, business as usual. The teacher had complained that their allergies was getting messed up because of I guess you could say the pheromones coming off of the perfume. A lot of people can't handle the smell of strong fragrances because it'll cause them to sneeze. Their allergies will flare up, anything like that. So the teacher wanted to know who had the perfume and said nobody answered. And basically they ended up calling this guy down. I said that first off, the teacher went to the extreme just off of some goddamn perfume right off the bat. But anyway, the teacher called him down there and they wanted to know who it was. They eventually found out that it was this little girl. Now here's where it goes to the extreme. They tell her to get up and leave the classroom. And when she's walking out of the classroom, this pig face aardvark decides to push her into a set of lockers. Like he shoved her. He pushed her in a set of lockers, and then she noticed that she had a cut on her. I believe it said she had a cut on her head and her lip was bleeding. So he pushed her pretty damn hard. Like he did. And then all of a sudden, they said he fell on top of her where he laid on her for 10 to 15 seconds. Now, his side of the story is that he lost his footing and his balance and then fell on top of her, which I do not believe with every fiber in my being. He fell on top of her as if she was as if she was on the offense and he was on the defense and just laid on top of her. I bet that was the most disgusting thing because that man probably smelled of tomato sandwiches with Miracle Whip on rye bread. Y'all gotta forgive me, I still have the hiccups a little bit. But that's what ended up happening. But here's the part that made it even worse. This guy ripped out not one, not two, but 3 of this girl's braids. And if you look right here, this is where the braids got ripped out because you can see the bald spot right up in this region right here. Now, remember in the beginning of the video, I said I wanted to point something out to you that some people did not talk about. And that's the fact that this guy was displaying feminine energy. How was he displaying it? It's pretty much in the title. This guy ripped out this girl's hair. Now, when girls or grown women get into fights, what is one of the first things that they do? They'll start swinging, but if they get a hold of that hair, they will start pulling on that hair. This guy did just that. A grown man pulling on this young girl's hair and pulled on it so hard that he ripped not only the braid out, but her actual hair out of her scalp, which I know was extremely painful. The last time I actually saw a video do something like that, was something that I think I covered, where this white guy got into a physical altercation with this black guy at a Waffle House. That black guy was getting the best of him. And then what did the white guy do? He started pulling on the black guy's lock, on his lock. And he ended up pulling so hard that he actually did rip the guy's lock out, like one of them out. You could actually see it in the video. All that did was make the black guy hit him harder, because I know that was painful, but he had to fight through that pain. Because that's hair coming straight from your scalp, from the root that he's pulling out. And when you rip your hair out like that, it's not guaranteed it'll grow back there, because that's damaged. So who knows if hair is going to grow back there? It may or it may not. So they said that they put him on administrative leave, and that too does not surprise me. They got in touch with the mother. The mother said that they're acquiring an attorney. They said the girl was crying, and she said she has a fear of going back to school, mainly because she was humiliated. She was not assaulted and abused, but she was humiliated in front of all the people that was there witnessing it. And this grown ass man did that to this girl. They said that there's an investigation going on. You know, the usual spill that they always put out there. If I was the men in her family, they would have to try their best to keep myself away from this guy, or trying to track him down. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm glad that the young girl is seemingly okay. Hopefully there's more updates to come with this particular story. This guy needs to bring up on every type of assault charge that they can throw at him, and he definitely needs to serve some kind of jail time. But I won't be surprised if he doesn't, because this is Wisconsin we're talking about, and the name of the school is called White Horse. It can't get more pale than that. But y'all let me know what you think about this story down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you in the next one.